Hey yo, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Tez back at you with another Eden Zero chapter review, breakdown, discussion, whatever you want to call it, for chapter 143, guys, entitled You Don't Do Anything to Deserve This. Now, last time, we left off in chapter 142 with Shura asking Shiki, be my friend. He's like, all right, hey, be my friend. And now continuing into 143, Shiki is just as confused, saying my friend, and Shura's like, yeah, I've never met anyone like you, like we could totally be buds. Now, I don't generally see that actually being a thing, because Shura doesn't value the lives of robots as Shiki does value them. He's like, I can't be friends with a guy like that. He's like, you think the lives of robots are worthless. And Shura's trying to tell him, like, they're trying to basically snuff out all human life. We don't need them. He's like, let's beat your grandfather together. Let's pretty much take Ziggy down. And he was like, I could agree to be your friend, but you have to stop destroying machines. Like, you have to promise me that. And he was like, man, I might be willing to consider it, but come on. He was like, no, you have to promise that you will not destroy any other robots. And he's just like, if you were my friend, you'd understand. And Shiki slapped his hand away like, no, see, I could agree to be friends with someone who I have a completely and total different outlook with. You don't have to agree on the same things all the time, but you're friends. He's like, but I can never get behind someone like you. I can never be your friend. And Shura's just like, all right, well, I tried. And then he does this weird finger thing and waves in a horde of robots that just come swarming in from behind. Now he's like, oh, I thought you said you weren't friends with robots. I thought this was just a fight between me and you. He's like, I'm bored with you. Let them take it from here. And he was like, nope, these are just hunks of metal and I wouldn't call them friends. So like, he's getting ready to fly off, and he was just like, he sicks all these robots on Shiki. He's like, go on, you miserable robots. Like, this is the last thing you can do before you get destroyed anyway. And I'm just like, yo, man's is trash. But I see why he did it, because you know how Shiki feels about destroying any type of life, whether it be robotic, animatronic, whatever it may be. He doesn't feel like it's something that should happen. And he's kind of just like, what's the best way to put this? I feel like Shiki would have some kind of withdrawal in regards to trying to defeat them, but I know he'll have to, or at least find a way to escape. Like, it's not the end of anything. You got to get out there at some point. And Shura's just like laughing as he flies away, and Shiki's down there just getting his face beat into the nines. I mean, like, they're gonna be destroyed tomorrow, and Shiki's sorry. He's like, you guys didn't do anything to deserve this, like the actual name of the title in this chapter, guys. And we see the ship still in the skies battling with the dome there, and Clean, Chris, Laguna, they're all still, doing what they need to do in the skies. Hermit, Witch, and Sister are still in the cockpit. Sister's annoyed at the fact that they just need to use the big laser to destroy the dome, but Hermit's using her technical prowess to help the guys while they're fighting out in space. But then that's when you get this sudden kaboom from the top, the very top, what looks like to be the cockpit of the Eden ship, and they're all surprised, like, oh, the ship's been hit, and somebody tore through the armor. And they were like, yo, no piddly little laser beam could just shoot through this. It's made out of air trait geranium alloy armor. That is a mouthful. That is a real mouthful to say, and which lets us know it's gravity, the power of destruction. So I mean, they're dropping subtle hints about gravity. Like, guys, I can't wait to see how they spin more information in regarding to how gear works, ether, especially gravity, because gravity's big with Shura, Shiki, Ziggy, Zeno, learning about the Magimech school. Like, I would love to see what varying ways of gravity, or varying ways once you've had mastered advanced levels of your actual gear, you can deal and or do damage with and or heal people with, like how we saw Zeno get rid of the pain that Shiki was feeling. I'm like, dang, he lightened the pain. It kind of made me laugh, but he lightened the pain. So they see that it's Shura, and they're kind of like, yo, where is Shiki? And they, on the monitor there, they see him down there fighting robots, and he was like, see, he's massacring a bunch of bots, your machines too, so it feels like your dear Shiki is picking on your fellow androids. And he was like, Hermit's like, their identity doesn't matter, human or machine, a friend is a friend and a foe is a foe. Exactly. So even though he doesn't want to destroy robots, Shiki is gonna have to do this regardless. And just as Witch, Sister, and Hermit are getting ready to dress change, which they call it battle dress re-equip, to me, it just reminds me of the dress changing mechanic from Final Fantasy X-2. And Shura's like, yeah, no, stop that. No morphin time. It's none of that. He's like, they're like, yo, he has such intense gravity. And he was like, yeah, that little twerp said he can't be my friend, so I was curious. I came here to get a look at his precious toys. I love to see the look on his face when I break them. Now, I don't think Shura's gonna break them. Shiki's gonna come there. He's probably gonna go into overdrive mode, and it's probably gonna be some hell in a cell, some beating outside of the cockpit, and then they'll maybe dress change, or who knows, it'll move to a different location. But we actually get down into what seems to be the guys actually making their way into where the all link is. It looks like an area 02N, and they're like, yo, straight ahead there should be the all link system. Miss Hermit made this map, so it's very reliable, because we know Hermit is very reliable with her intellectual prowess, as she is hacked in and tuned into most and many and all things. Now they see this mirror. It looked really weird. There's mirrors everywhere. Basically, this hall is covered in them. So Homura is looking in this mirror, and then she's like, I can sense ether from this, which Pino also agrees that she can sense it. Now, while she's staring back at it, suddenly, you know, things go a little awry. Pino's like, you need to get away from there, and like her reflection starts to bug out, and you can see her eyes, her pupils start to swirl also, and she turns around and slashes at Wise, and he's like, whoa, what are you doing, Homura? Then you see this lady in the background, who I believe is one of the Oceans, and she's in the mirror, and you can see her ether gear activated on her right arm. So I'm assuming she has a similar ability to Brûlé from One Piece with the mirror fruit. So like she can basically be in the reflections, but at the same time, inside of this mirror world, she can also hypnotize and control others. I don't believe Brûlé could do that. She could just talk to mirrors and travel anywhere and through anything with a reflection. But she says the mirror reflects your other self. Go on and set your dark side free. And that's how we end the chapter. Now guys, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm always hyped for this. Like, what could her ability be? How are they going to break her trance over Homura? Like, do they have to pull her out of the mirror world? Would an EMP work of some kind? Who knows? Or do they have to go about breaking all the glasses? But the best thing is, you definitely should not be looking at any mirror or reflection of yourself. And I know for a fact Shiki is going to come back, and there's still going to be the next part of his battle with Shura. So yeah guys, it's looking great. There may be some information I can impart on you in regards to chapter 144, but be looking out for another video regarding that. And as always, I thank you for listening. I appreciate you, and if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, gravity punch that notification bell so you know when I got anything coming out, whether you like the Eden Zero stuff or my Digimon or other related content. And I will catch you guys later for the next one. Be good, be blessed, peace.